Hi, I'm Miles Protter, and this series is how to achieve impossible results. And today, I'm going to talk about how to shift your team's performance using something very simple, simply appreciating each other's strengths. So in my work with leadership teams under stress, my first job is to move them from conflict to collaboration. And I asked them, when we first get together, well, how was it, when things weren't so bad? And they go, well, it was okay. And they start to describe this scene of what I call peaceful coexistence. People are polite and they're moderately helpful, but the problem is they're inauthentic, There's no challenge, there's no feedback, there's no honesty. Performance is lackluster and there's just no motivation. So when things get really stressful, though, existing relationship strains come under the glare of the blinding light of day. And people start thinking the worst of each other and they get offense. They take offense at things that other people say. And it causes a lot of upset, right? And resentment. And performance just nosedives. And we hear things, oh, did you hear what he said? No, he didn't say that. Oh, yes, he did say that. Oh, that's just terrible, etc., etc. And when I go and visit them, I just see judgment and gossip and blame and just turf warfare. And, I don't want to be unkind, but we have to hold the mirror up to ourselves if we're going to make any progress, right? So the only way out of this kind of conflict, or even out of peaceful coexistence, is to help those involved shift from thinking the worst of each other to admiring and appreciating each other's strengths. But how? I'll tell you a story. Okay, so I've been working recently with two owners of a very, very successful business. And it's actually been so successful that their relationship together is really, really strained. Okay? And all the cracks are now glaringly obvious, and there's a lot of headbutting and a lot of conflict. So we reviewed their vision for success for the future. And they were surprised to see just how aligned they were in spite of the conflict, right? And what they got to see is their disagreements are simply a result of one being a self-assured, competitive spirit trying to win business and sell work, right? And the other is a disciplined, consistent, process-focused person who wants to build great systems to manage and control things and have things function well in the back office. But each was failing to understand what the other provided for success. And there was no recognition or appreciation of strengths. And so all you get was, oh, you're slowing me down, or you're going too fast. So now, though, they can see how vital each other has been to the success of the business, to getting to where they are today. And I suggested that they appreciate and admire each other regularly, right? And that they build that in. And I was just so pleased how in less than 2 hours, these people have moved from really high conflict to gently and graciously appreciating what the other provides. So my question for you is this, all right? Is there someone in your work that you have a lot of disagreements with, or is there disagreement on your team? So what's your vision for the future? What's theirs? What matches there? How much overlap? What are their priorities and what are yours? What's the overlap? And what strengths do they bring? And what strengths do you bring? And what complementarity might there be, right? So use these insights to build bridges on your team. I hope this has been useful. And if you want to talk about how to do this in your team, please get in touch. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.